live from the WABC-TV studios in Manhattan, where today we've got the privilege of sitting down with Porsha Grant from WABC-TV to talk all about eyewitness news. Hi everyone, I'm Maria. Before we get started, we'd like to thank Porsha Grant, the Vice President of the Community Engagement and Development for WABC-TV, for inviting us down to Eyewitness News. We had the chance to go on a tour of the studio and newsroom, and we also had the opportunity to see the new newscast live, which was very exciting for all of us at BTV. So let me start with this. We were all inspired during our tour today. What inspired you to become a news producer?
Well, I thought about what I liked to do in school, and I liked to write a lot. That was always my strongest subject. So I looked for something that would help me be able to use my talent in writing. I'll tell you, I kind of wanted to be on TV a little bit at first, but I did an internship and I learned what the producers do. They're the architects of the newscast that put all the pieces together, and I liked that. Plus, I'm from the South and it was really hot and I didn't want to be outside. So, but really it was my love for writing that inspired me to go into journalism.
That's really interesting. Eloise?
Yeah.
Thanks, Maria. Hi, I'm Eloise. It's nice to meet you. As a news reporter, how do you make sure the news you report is accurate?
Well, the thing is about reporting the news is that you can't just make it up, right? We always want to tell the truth, right? So we talk to our police sources, we talk to people who have witnessed things that have happened, and a lot of times we like to talk to more than one person who's witnessed things, because sometimes people see things differently depending on where they're standing, and so you take those commonalities and you can kind of determine what really the truth is. But the key is just really to try to keep your opinions out of it. If you're looking at the color red, it's red. It's not reddish. It's not purplish. You can't make up the truth, right? So the thing to stay accurate is to tell the truth and keep your opinion out of what you're reporting.
And once in a while, we have something go wrong during our live newscast. Has everything ever gone completely wrong for you on live TV? If so, how did you deal with it?
Yes, many times. There are unscripted moments. There are technical errors. There are microphones that go out. There are, ambulances going by blaring behind you so you can't hear. And then I wouldn't necessarily say it's going wrong, but when breaking news happens, something that you've worked on all day long goes right out of the window. When I was a producer, I'd put my show together, a half hour of news. It'd take me about 5 or 6 hours to get it the way that I want it. But if something happens, oh no, there's a brush fire and it shut down a highway, I need to let those people know that the highway is shut down when they're trying to get home from work. So I send my helicopter up, and it doesn't matter what else I've written for those 5 or 6 hours. I got to tell people what's going on right then. So you have to be able to change at the drop of a dime.
That's really cool. Abraham?
Thanks, Eloise. Hi, I'm Abraham. In your opinion, what's the most exciting part of being a news producer?
Just that breaking news element. It really makes me feel like I'm doing something to help people, and you're kind of making up how things look as you go along, not making up the facts, but I need to take the reporter, then I need to take the helicopter, then I need to take the traffic reporter with the graphics, and making it up kind of as I go along. That's a really exciting part. I kind of miss that. I don't really do that anymore, but that's what I really enjoyed as a producer.
Thanks. Adam?
Hi, I'm Adam. We put on a live 5-minute newscast for everyone in our school every morning, and sometimes we get a little nervous before we go live. Do you ever get nervous before you go on air?
All the time. I don't go on the air as much as a reporter or an anchor does, but it's generally the same when you're talking in front of a large number of people. So I try to pretend like I'm just talking to my friends. I'm trying to talk to people who are interested in knowing and you know about what I'm talking about. So when I'm thinking that I'm talking to my friends, it makes it a little easier because I know that they're supporting me and they're not looking for me to make a mistake, and they want me to do well, and that feels good. So that's how I handle it.
That's a great strategy. Josie?
Hi, I'm Josie. It's really nice to meet you. Can you tell us about a time when being a producer helped make a positive difference?
Oh, yes. Well, one of my favorite projects, before this job, I was executive producer of Race and Culture for the ABC-owned television group for our 8 stations. And when I worked that job, I learned about a group of men called the Montford Point Marines. They were the first African-American Marines in the Marine Corps, and they had been recognized with the Congressional Gold Medal by President Obama. But the records had been mixed up, and so they didn't know where a lot of the men were, and a lot of them had passed on. So I produced a special to tell their story, and to encourage families and the few of them that were left to reach out to the Montford Point Marine Association so that they could get replicas of the medals that they were all awarded by Obama. So even today, those families, and this was in 2021, I think, even today, those families, and a very few, because they're almost 100 years old if they're still with us, but they're still being awarded those replica Congressional Gold Medals. So that's probably one of my proudest moments in my career.
That's really interesting. Eloise?
Well, that's all for this special edition of BTV. Remember, you can always get more information at ps101q.org or one of our social media platforms like X and Facebook. Reporting from WABC-TV Eyewitness News in Manhattan, I'm Eloise. For Mr. Hyman and all of us at BTV, have a beautiful day, and thanks for spending part of your day with us. Bye, everyone.
Good job! Amazing! That was really fun.